Okay, in this vlog, welcome. First of all, we're going to discuss more things related to adding and subtracting polynomials. Foundational understanding, knowledge. Now, polynomials. How do we figure out the degree of a polynomial? Remember, in the previous vlog, all the variables in one term, you add their exponents to find the degree of that term. So this term here, x squared y cubed z squared, is a 7th degree term. Now a polynomial, all of the terms have their own degrees. You pick the highest degree of each of the terms. For example, okay, those are the degrees of each term: 3rd degree, 1st degree, and 0 degree. Okay. The top one is the 3rd degree, the highest degree. So the polynomial is a 3rd degree polynomial. Now, is it a trinomial, monomial, or binomial? It has 3 terms, therefore it's a trinomial. Now, the second example, negative xyz. Now, what's the degree of that term? Is it a 1st degree term? No, we have to add all 3 of the exponents. X to the 1st, y to the 1st, z to the 1st adds up to 3. And is this a trinomial then? No, it's a monomial. It is one term. The last one, x to the 4th, and then the other term is a 0 degree term. So it's a 4th degree polynomial. And the type is a binomial. Now these two are for you to practice. I'm going to show one of each of these, one example of each. The first table we see, as we just finished similar work, I'll pick one to do. Now, 4x to the 5th plus 7x to the 3rd minus 1. Which term has the highest degree? X to the 5th is a 5th degree polynomial and it's a trinomial. Now the one I'm going to do the first one here. We'll do it together. It may clarify some understanding for some of you. So we have 4 terms. So we don't have a 4 like a quadnomial. We stop at trinomial. So it's just a polynomial. It's not a monomial, binomial, trinomial. With the rest of them we call polynomials. Okay? We have to decide, we have to calculate the degree of each term before we proceed. second degree term because we have x and y, both of the first, it adds to 2. Now this is a fourth degree term. That's second degree term and the 0 degree term. Now we look at these and which term has the highest degree? 2, 4, 2, 0. So 4, fourth degree. This is a fourth degree polynomial. Okay? Now let's proceed. Now, okay, this concept. Another foundational piece for adding, subtracting polynomials. We have to add like terms. Now, like terms, some people say they look alike or these terms match. When I say match, I don't mean they're exactly the same, a copy of each other. That's not what I'm saying. They match, meaning I can combine them. If the variables are the same and the exponents are the same on those same variables. The first example, we have negative 5x squared and x squared. Since they both have x squared, they are like terms. We can combine them. Now the one below that, we have x squared and x to the first. They both have x as a variable, but the exponents are not the same. They are not like. Right, sorry. Let me spell it right. Exponents and clear. Now, the third example, we have x squared, y cubed, then we have x and y cubed. Well, the x's and the exponents don't match. So they're not like. Okay. Now, the last example here, we have x times y cubed times z. Then we have x to the first times z times y cubed. Remember, when you multiply, order doesn't matter. Therefore, we can rearrange the variables. So now I can see x, y cubed, and z in the same order. It illustrates that they're really the same. They are like terms. Now, the reason we're defining like terms or not like terms, because now we're going to combine like terms. I use the sign combine because when you put two terms together, sometimes you'll subtract them, sometimes you'll add them, depending on what you have. So you're combining them. Our first example, negative 12x squared plus 7x squared. They're both x squared. They're like terms. I can combine them. (12) and 7 you subtract because negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5. Are there any things left that are like terms? No. We can move on now. These two are like terms. And these two are like terms. We can combine those as well. The next example. The first two are like terms, and the last two are also like terms. And we can combine them now. Now, notice I was very careful on circling the whole term with the minus sign or plus sign. The reason is because that's part of the term. So we have -3, they go together. Or if we won't separate them, we don't have +3 and then a minus sign. The sign in front of the term goes with the term. +3, or here we have -4. Now our last example. That doesn't match. Oh, this matches though. So 1x squared y. Now that doesn't match because there's no variable there. But this one matches with 2x. So what's left now? Now you'll notice I use different shapes or ways to underline things and things that match, right? Use whatever you want to use for yourself. You can use different matching colors. You can do different shapes to pick out which things match with which terms. This vlog is over, and I'll see you next vlog.